What is up, guys? Weevil here with another video. I'll be discussing the 2012 collector's tins today, specifically the re-release of Evolzar Dolkka. It's just completely taken me by surprise. I had no idea they were going to re-release this guy. There had no reason to, even though, fair enough, he's still pretty highly priced. That's the point, isn't it? The three rescue rabbits, their prices haven't changed, and Evolzar Dolkka's price shouldn't change either. Even though they're trying to make rabbits more playable, why do they need to make them more playable? I mean, anyone who is running rabbits will go out of their way to build the deck. Dolkka's trade value has gone down despite the fact that its monetary value stayed the same. So the question is, why would Konami do this? Well, it's simply the same reason they gave for everything else. If a card has become either too expensive or too widely played amongst the top tier, then beginning players or players who don't have as much money as everyone else won't be able to build the deck and they won't be able to compete. But the re-release of Dolkka doesn't solve the issue. That is why I think it's a pointless re-release. If you're going to re-release anything, put Rescue Rabbit as one of the super rare cards in that tin, because otherwise you're not going to get any help as regards building a deck, because Rescue Rabbit is still just as pricey as he was, maybe a little bit lower, probably pushing $50 at this point, which is still quite a lot. I mean, let's face it. For me, this is basically just going to be Tour Guide all over again. It'll be re-released, its price will plummet in both of its editions. And if this happens to Evolzar Dolkka, well, I mean, that's good for rabbit players. Or is it? Not really, because they already have their 3 Dolkkas, they don't need it. And for the people who aren't rabbit players, re-releasing Dolkka, as I said, won't do anything. But hey, we are not just talking about rabbit players, ladies and gentlemen. We could also possibly be talking about the Evol archetype, which was originally intended. We could see a massive explosion of Evol decks because of the re-release of Dolkka, which would, in my opinion, be a good thing, because it would mix up the metagame a bit. Evol decks can be a bit troublesome for a lot of decks once they get their XYZs in the field. They negate everything, and it could be very, very annoying. So you never know, it might just switch up the metagame a bit, and if that's the case, I very much look forward to it. I mean, look, the pros and the cons are clearly visible. The pros, obviously, it's cheaper to buy, balanced out the economy. As I said, you can see a potential increase in Evol decks. And finally, slightly easier to build the rabbit decks, even though the rabbit himself is still quite pricey. As for the cons, these are pretty obvious again. Konami, a little late to the party. What do I mean by that? Well, basically that they re-released Dolkka a bit late. Rabbit players have already established their decks, they've already built their decks. And second of all, without the rabbit being re-released as a super or as an anything, people won't be able to build a deck anyway. Thirdly, it's not nearly as good as the other re-releases in the previous collector's tins, such as Pot of Duality and Solemn Warning. I'm just saying. So, disregard the previous re-releases, we're just going to focus on this one. What do you think of the re-release of Evolzar Dolkka? We're not even going to look at Heroic Champion Excalibur because, as we know from Star Strike Blast, Red Nova Dragon and Shooting Star were both released shortly after the release of the set, which they were both in, so that's not really an issue. But the Dolkka thing is, do you think it will help rabbit players, or do you think rabbit players will already have their decks well established? Do you think the people with less money will be able to build the deck easier with Dolkka? Of course they will. But do you think that they will anyway, even though they still have to fork out for 3 rabbits? That's just my whole point in this video. Is it pointless? Let me know, guys. Anyway, that's it for the video today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be uploading a couple more videos soon, including my first video game video, which will be a review of the Black Ops 2 perks list, or at least the hypothetical perks list that's been circulating around for the last month and a half. I'm actually a huge Call of Duty fan, if people weren't aware of it. I'll be uploading more video game related videos soon. I've been a Call of Duty fan since Modern Warfare 2, but my favourite is Black Ops, followed closely by Modern Warfare 3. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, and be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe on these videos. I'll be uploading more of them soon. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya!